So today's class we're going to have continuing on the same topic, that is appraisal, performance appraisal. It is one of the very important tool for the management to exactly judge the potentiality of their employees, right? So yesterday we have discussed about the objectives of the appraisal, and now the next one is the purposes of performance appraisal. So what exactly is the purpose of performance appraisal? Performance appraisal helps the management to take a decisions about the salary increase of an employee. First important point. Then second one, the continuous evaluation of an employee's help in improving the quality of an employee in job performance. And then the performance appraisal brings out the facilities available to an employee when the management is prepared to provide adequate facilities for effective performance, right? So first point of this particular slide is what? That is the major thing that we are basically taking under consideration of this performance appraisal, where the appraisal is for what purpose? Whether that particular salary of an employee is going to increase or not, right? Salary, if we're going to have see the salary, the concept of salary, so what exactly it means? If as an HR student, if I'm going to have asked you, what do you mean by salary? How are you going to have defined as salary? So the salary is basically, it's a kind of remuneration that you are given to a particular employee on their particular efforts that they are putting into that particular job to get the goal of the organization, to achieve the objective of the organization. So here, the performance appraisal is basically make it clear that how much effort that particular employee has put it over that job, or whether that job is justified by him or her or not, right? If it is there, then we'll have to increase the salary of a particular employee just for the motivation purpose that yes, you have did a lot of effort, and we're going to have appraise it. That is appraisal. We are going to have appraise it through increase of salary, right? Every year, certain percentages are there for the increment, depend upon the kind of economic conditions. For example, right now, the economic conditions of maximum of the organizations are not well. So we're all going to have that, going to plan that particular increment. That is also a question. But the major thing is what? To whom you have to increase the salary and to whom we don't have to do the increment. So that performance appraisal has tells us that the what exactly that particular employee has did in a particular period of time and how much he or she has contributed towards the achievement of organizational goal, right? And that leads to increment of a salary, right? Then second point is what? The continuous evaluation of an employee helps in improving the quality of an employee in job performance. So what exactly that employee has did in a particular uh, job, right? So that is also one of the point. The continuous evaluation of an employee's help, a continuous evaluation of an employee helps in improving the quality of an employee. Evaluation in the sense we are continuously checking an employee, how much that particular employee has performing in a particular job. If that employee is not able to do much in that particular job, then we have to see what are different factors that making him hold to not to perform well. Is there any kind of limitation? Is any kind of conditions that employee is facing? Is that employee have not that much of knowledge about that new challenges? Then what we should have to do? We have to train them. We have to motivate them. We have to develop them in a particular job profile, right? So while doing all this activity, while you are trained them, while you have motivate them, all these factors is basically doing what? It's developing an particular employee. It's evolving day by day. Your employee getting smarter and smarter, right? So this performance appraisal has tells us these points also, that how much an employee have a particular quality towards a particular job, and how much they need for more their personal development. So it also helps the management to evolve their employees, and it's improve the quality of the employee also in a particular job performance. So once the employee got trained, once they know that about the new challenges, they are more smarter and more effective in a job performance, right? Then last, third one, the performance appraisals brings out the facilities available to an employee when the management is prepared to provide adequate facilities for effective performance. So this is the same, purpose different point. The performance appraisal brings out the facilities available to an employee when the management is prepared to provide adequate facilities for effective performance. So what exactly the performance appraisal is? It's a kind of sheet. It's a kind of, you can say, a sheet that tells us that what exactly the employee's capability is, right? How much our employee have in a particular period of time. So based on that, you will give them a more facilities. For example, if you have saw someone, if you have feel that one of the employee of your organization is a capability of doing very challenging jobs, then if you have know that that your employee have capable through particular appraisal, then you can give them kind of facilities also, right? For example, if one of the employee in supervisory stage, if you have found that that employee even at supervisor level has characteristics of taking a good decisions, he has implemented a lot of things for the safety of the employees. If you have able to observe that thing, if the seniors of that particular supervisor managers, if they have written, if they have noted down something in the appraisal about the quality of the employee, then what happened? From that appraisal, you can able to understand that this supervisor have certain specific qualities. Now what you should have to do, you have to give them a more facilities to develop a particular employees, right? If you have giving them a more support of the upper management to take more effective decisions toward the safety of the employees, toward the safety of the workers, then the performance of that particular employee become more vibrant, become more effective in the future, right? So that is also the one of the very crucial role that performance appraisal is enable out for the organization, right? Then next one, next slide. It minimizes the communication gap between the employer and employee. Then promotion is given to an employee on the basis of performance appraisal. Then the training needs of an employee can be identified through performance appraisal. So what is the first one in this slide? It minimizes the communication gap between the employer and employee, right? That is the major point we can consider here in this slide, because what happened, performance appraisal, as I told you, it's a full detail about the organizational employee. It's totally a kind of mark sheet that a particular student have. Every aspect of that employee is totally detailed under that performance appraisal. What is their qualities, what are their leadership style, whatever they have did in a particular period of time, what are their achievements, weak points, everything there in a particular performance appraisal, right? And when all the details are there in a particular appraisal, then it minimizes the communication gap between the employer and the employee. Employer is in a position to better understanding about their employees. So more understanding of the employees, the better the performance of the employees will be, because the employer knows that what exactly I should have to provide to my employees, because they know their employees in a more better form, right? Then promotion promotion is given to an employee on the basis of performance appraisal, right? The same thing, promotions, if you really want to upgrade someone in your organization, just now I've given example of supervisor. If the management has that kind of feel over a supervisor, that supervisor has a right quality of taking decisions, if the supervisor has achieved a target, a kind of you can say achievement for the organization, then definitely the management is going to upgrade that supervisor to the next level, so that the more power is goes to that supervisor. The more power that supervisor is going to get in a particular job, the more it is effective for the organization, because he or she is not going to ask again for certain decisions to their upper level, right? So that promotion is basically helps the supervisor to go to next level and control more over the particular organizational activities, right? Now the next one, the training needs of an employee can be identified through performance appraisal. Just now I told you that point, that uh, how important it is there for the HR to understand their employees, right? Because I already told you a lot of time earlier also, the more the employee of your organization is going to feel a belongingness about the organization, the more it is helpful for the organization to develop. How it will come, that belongingness, how it will come? It will come only when you're going to have understand your employees. Because as you're all seeing right now, what's going on around the world, a new challenge that every organization, that every business is facing right now, right? So due to these challenges, your employees should have that kind of capability to adopt the new technologies, right? If they don't have that kind of adaptability, if they don't have that kind of adaptability towards a new technology, then in these kinds of challenging situations, they are not able to cope up with that kind of pressure, right? So as an HR manager or as a particular management representative, you have that kind of ability to know your employees, and you have to train them on time to time basis, so that they can able to cope up with the new challenges, right? So here also, this appraisal, performance appraisal activity, it helps the managers to understand their employees, that where they are lacking, or in which of the area they require the more training, so that they become more effective in the organizational activities, so that they become more developed one, right? So that we have to see, that we have to work over, and that is only possible when your organization have a right kind of performance appraisal activity. Because performance appraisal also in itself a kind of very unique activity that needs a very serious efforts. If the biasness will be there, if you're going to have favor someone, then that much of effectiveness will not be there. So as a management, as an owner, as an employer, as a board of directors, they all have to work over it very seriously, that whether this performance appraisal activity is seriously going on in an organization or not. Is anyone is there in the organization who is favoring someone? If it is there, then what happens? The right kind of candidates or employees will not come up with their skills, with their talent, right? So that is the important point that we have to understand here, that this training needs is very important in today's scenario. Okay, because we also seeing right now that what kinds of situations are going around the whole world. Every business is facing a lot of challenges, and that challenges is only we have uh, cover over it when they have the backup of the right kind of employees, right? And that is only possible when every employee have got trained towards a challenging situation. Okay, then next one is the decision for discharging an employee. That is also the important fact, because every organization have certain employees of those have, after regular inputs also, they are not ready to change themselves. So for that kind of employees, you have to see through this appraisal that what kind of employees are there in the organization. Those are not seriously taking their jobs, and they are more inclining toward the negative activities like politics and any other points that impacted upon the work of the organization, right? Then performance appraisal is used to transfer a person also. That is also one of the important points, because in today's world, every organization have a lot of branches all over the world. So you have to see which of the employee have more effective to train the employees of other organization also. So based on that, you're going to have transfer your employees, right? Then the grievances of an employees are eliminated through the performance appraisal. Grievances is a kind of can say it means that if you have any kind of problem for any kind of activity or any kind of challenges you are facing in an organization. So during appraisal, you can able to discuss it with your manager, and that is noted down into that particular documentation. What exactly, for example, if you're not performing well, and if the management is going to ask you that why your performance is consistently getting down and down every year. So if you have certain genuine problem, then you're able to share it with the management that I have this problem, my senior is not cooperating with me, or I have in need of certain facilities that management is not given to me, or that seniors are not given to me. If I have got that one, I can able to cope up with the challenges, right? So that is also one of the important factor here. So if that problems of an employee, if that grievances of an employee are serious one or genuine one, then you can able to eliminate it. And once it is eliminated, once it is eradicated from a particular job situation, then what happens? Again, the employee become more effective, right? Then the job satisfaction of an employee increase the morale. That is the you can say crunch of this particular performance appraisal. Why we are doing this performance appraisal activity? What is the reason behind it? Because you want your employees, those are really serious about their jobs, you want to make them motivated, you want to promote them, you want to give them a lot of rewards, right? And how it is possible for you to know about a particular employee, how much they have contributed for the organizational objective, how much they have put it their effort in a particular period of time on their job locations. For a manager, it is only possible through performance appraisal. And once this performance appraisal uh, completed, once it is have that kind of, you can say, um, communication among the managers that which employee, which worker have did what, then based on that the employee also got that kind of reward from the management, and management also known to many factors about their employees and workers, and it directly leads to what? An increase of morale. They got motivated. Yes, I have got this thing, whatever the efforts I have put it as a worker, as an employee, they think like this. Whatever the effort I have put it as a worker, as an employee, I have got the recognition against it, right? and then automatically their morale is going to be very much elated one, and they become more effective in the organization, right? Then uh, it's all about the purposes of the performance appraisal. Now the next topic will be concept of performance appraisal. What is this concept? Concept is first one, appraisal should be in writing and carried out at least once in a year. So the same thing that I told you earlier, it should be in writing. It's every organization have their own performer based on their organizational activities, right? And this performer is used to change every year, because every year a lot of challenges are coming to the organization that organization has to face, and based on that they have every year they have changed this appraisal form based on the newer challenge they are facing, right? So this forms and this appraisal is always in the writing, and it is documented in the company, and at least it should be carried out once in a year. If it is more than that also, then it's good for the company to understand their employees. But if it is not there, if they have not that much of resources to carry out this activity twice in a year or thrice in a year, then at least they have to carry it at least for once in a year, right? So first point is that. Then second is the performance appraisal information should be shared with the employees. That is a kind of, you can say, interaction between the managers and the employees. Once they have got that performance appraisal, then the managers has a close meeting with everyone one-to-one with the employees, and they tell them that this much of feedback you have got it from your seniors, and sometimes even the employees also have fill their self appraisal form. Management have give them the form of self appraisal that they have to write, they have to mention that what exactly they have did for the organization for a particular period of time. Then the manager and an employees both have a meeting, one-to-one meeting, where they have discussed about their achievements, and based on that, then manager or management has decided the promotion and increment of the particular employee. Right. So this is also an important activity, because if it is not going to have shared with the employee, and if the employee have not got that much of increment, if they have not satisfied with it, then maybe something is there in the mind of the employee that the management has not did the right thing with me. So once it is shared with the employee, then employee also came to know that what are different points are there that are responsible for not got the promotion, that are responsible for not got the increment, right? So that is important here, that it should be shared with the employees. Then employees should have the opportunity to respond in writing to the appraisal. The same thing just now I told you, employees also have certain organization uh, are not giving that kind of right, or you can to write their response over the appraisal. Certain organizations are there, those are giving a full responsibility to the seniors only to fill the appraisal form. But what I told you right now, the self appraisal activity is very important for the organization to carry it out. Self appraisal is what? Self appraisal is when the employee has got the opportunity in writing to the appraiser. If they're going to have an opportunity to write by themselves only about their achievement for a particular period of time, then they have that kind of sense of involvement with a particular process. If they have involved with that process, that if your employees has involved with that process of appraisal, then they have that kind of feel of sense of involvement, and they become more responsible about what they have did in a particular period of time, and based on that they have got a promotion or increment. If it is not, then what happened, they themselves knows that I have did nothing for a particular period of time, right? So this involvement or this opportunity to write their own appraisal helps the management to become more transparent with their employees about increment, about promotion, and other rewards, right? So this is also the factor that the HR should have to consider. Then next point, employees should have a mechanism to appeal the results of the performance appraisal. That the same thing what right now I told you. The more the involvement of an employee toward the process of appraisal, the more the satisfied they will be. For example, if any of the senior has wrote something wrong or negative about any employee just due to some biasness in the sense they are going to favor some other employee, even if that employee is not have effective one, right? Then what that employee should have to do? Then these kinds of mechanisms should be there in the organization to appeal against the result of a performance appraisal. They have to write, they have to that kind of power to tell something about the appraisal that I have did so much of thing, I have put it so much effort, then why I should not have got the promotion, why I have got the negative points in a particular appraisal. Understood? So that kind of mechanism should be there in the organization to tell or to tell the management that what exactly that employee has did in a particular period of time, right? And sometimes due to this favorism in an organization, right kind of candidates are not able to get the effective promotion and effective uh, results of their efforts. So in that case, if this mechanism will be there, then what happens? The managers or the management can able to heard the voice of these kinds of employees, those are doing a better job, but still they are not able to get the right kind of return from the management, right? The next point, managers should have the adequate opportunity to observe the employees. So from this appraisal, what happened? The managers can have that kind of, you can say it's a kind of tool in the hand of the managers to know their employees in a more better way, right? It's a kind of opportunity to observe their employees, and all that observations are there in the form of written documentation in that appraisal form, right? Then here anecdotal notes on the employee's performance should be kept during the entire evaluation period. And anecdotal notes in the sense continuous notes. For example, the appraisal is basically a process that's let down once in a year, but it's not a single time process. If, for example, appraisal is there in a particular month in an year, it doesn't mean that other months have going to be without any kind of activity. It's not like that. For example, if in the financial year from April to March, from this year of April to next year of March, if in the March the appraisal is there, then it doesn't mean that everything the management has to do in the March only. They have to work over this particular activity in every month, every week. They have to prepare certain notes over the achievement, activity of an employee. It is going to continuous process. They have to note it in a certain documentation. They have to note it into certain software that what exactly this employee is doing in a particular period of time. For example, in a week, what is her or his achievement. Then combinedly, all these notes has going to be kept together for the entire evaluation period. Right, understand? Then at the last, when this performance appraisal is going to be planned, then the management, then the manager has to see all these responses throughout the year towards a particular employee. Then the decision is going to taking over about that particular employee, whether promotion will be there, whether we're going to have give a reward, whether we have to transfer them. So although this performance appraisal is a process that at the last of the year, when or a particular period of time, when they are going to fill the appraisal form, well, the employee has going to fill the self appraisal form. Other than this, also the factors that are written in a particular form. For example, if you are going to write that certain employee have very much expert over certain technology, and due to this expertization, that employee has benefited the organization, then we have to show that to the management. The managers has to show where is the proof that this employee have an expertise over certain software or certain technology. Then management seek a proof. If that proof is there, for example, in a particular period of time, in a particular year, that one instance that employee has did a very good thing over that software, if they have solved certain technological problem and it is noted down somewhere in that year, then manager have that note with them to show the management, sir, on this and this date, this particular employee has solved this problem in a very expert manner over this software. So this is the proof that you have written in the appraisal form, that this particular employee has did a very good work over this technology, right? So, and anecdotal notes on the employee's performance should be kept very compulsory during the entire evaluation period, right? Then evaluators should be trained to carry out the performance appraisal process. So whatever the evaluators are there, those are taking care of this particular process. They should have an expertise over it, that how the performance appraisal process should be carried out. If the evaluator is not much that kind of knowledge over the performance appraisal process, then what happens? It can be affected the transparency of a management towards their employees' efforts, right? So that is the important point here, that evaluators should be trained to carry out the performance appraisal process. Then performance appraisal should focus on employee behavior and results rather than on personal traits or characteristics. That is the major point that we all have to understand here. It is a very crucial factor that as a manager or as a employer, that everyone has to understand, because every individual have their own personal traits and characteristics that we should not have to take care. But many organizations are more inclined toward this particular business, that they are favoring the employees because of their personal traits and characteristics. It should not be like that. What exactly that employee's behavior and results on a particular organizational environment, that they have to take care, because individually you don't have to any kind of problem with that particular employee. Whatever the characteristics they have, whatever the traits they have, if an employee is fruitful for the organization, if they are doing very well for the organization, if their behavior is very effective one, if the results that they are showing across the organization is very brilliant one, then you should not have to take care of their personal traits and characteristics. That performance appraisal should be, you can say, should be not concentrated over it. It should be detached from these kinds of personal traits and characteristics. It should be concentrated more on behavior and result, right? Right. So for these are the important points that are here. I think for today's class, we will discuss about a particular purpose of performance appraisal, right? And that is on the screen. Then after these purposes, we have discussed about the concept of performance appraisal. That is also one of the very important factor. Then For tomorrow's class, we're going to have discussed over the principles of performance appraisal. And tomorrow I'm going to try to complete this performance appraisal topic. And same thing I'm telling right now to you people, please work over your studies. Uh, right now, I think second semester's exams also is going to be finalized within 1 or 2 days. But we all have to carry out this activity or this studies also with that, because we can able to memorize these factors, right? Because this is all very important for, specifically I'm talking about this you HR people. If you have that kind of concept with you always in your mind, then whenever you become in the practical field, is definitely going to help you out, right? Because personal characteristics, if it is going to be have combined with professional behavior, then the person definitely will become a successful. Okay, so take care of these points. And for today's class, it is I'm going to have close all these factors and prepare it, and the video is going to be soon share on your WhatsApp group. Thank you. Okay, bye for today.